And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gem in the Crypto, episode 839. Today is Monday. No, it's not. Oh my. Today is Wednesday, November 17th, 2021, and I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish. And today's top story, Staples Center in Los Angeles will be renamed Crypto.com Arena. NYDIG partners with Houston Rockets basketball franchise, plans to pay team in Bitcoin. U.S. Justice Department is selling $56 million in crypto to compensate victims of BitConnect's fraud. And Miramax sues Tarantino over money grab, pulp fiction, NFTs. But first and foremost, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. Taking a look at our prices today. Everything is bloody, all red today. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was loving it. Oh, I was like, drop, baby, drop.
Hey, like I said yesterday, smack it all around all the leverage traders right now. Bitcoin at $59,635, down 2%. Ethereum at $4,171, down 3.2%. Binance Coin at $576, down 2.5%. Solana at $216 is down about 5% today. Cardano sitting at 187, down 344, 3.44% today. XRP at $1.10, down 1.3%. Polkadot sitting at $41 is down 2%. And last but not least, Dogecoin at 23 cents is down 2.3%. Sorry. Again, so glad to see these red candles. I love seeing the panic in the market. I've seen people say Bitcoin's going back to $1,000. I've seen people say alt season is over. Again, this seems like the panic before the storm, and I wouldn't drop anything just out of fear. Don't be lettuce hands Portnoy and sell everything just because of fear. But I'm so glad to see these red candles bring people back to reality.
Yeah, I mean, again, I saw the dip happen. I was like, come on. Like, listen, I'm still praying for 30K Bitcoin. I'm like 35, 40K Bitcoin. Please, I can't even believe I'm saying those type of numbers. I was just like, please go back down, but I am. But yeah, we had to get this show started, folks. Like, today was a 10ish day because before the show, I mean, we were just talking some straight cash. I was like, you know what, we need to turn on this live stream because we came with nothing but clips today for people. What's going on, you, Remy? Notes from Jude, Chappie, GM, good morning. I still don't know who name this is, nor do I know how you even do this without a name. It's pretty funny. Patrick Water, what up, though? Goodness. Jay Martyr said, where's King? Look like I got cloned. Hilarious. What's going on, Finn? Lawrence Sanders, Fanteezy, Litmo, Dallas Pipes, Chemo Crypto, DJ, the Charlotte Agent. Who we have? Outlaw Precision Painting. I like that. Cryptonomics, Eric Horton, Crypto Boy. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone that's coming in. Let's see. The Trap Swan said that $1,000 Bitcoin would be lovely, like you said. Yeah, that would be hilarious.
It ain't happening.
Cryptonomics is saying alt season has just started. Exactly. Ali Pio said, looks like King from a video 2 years ago. I had to make sure this was live. Hilarious. Duran said, I got that new role. Basically, so I got that. Yep, Rashu, I got that check. That's basically what's happening.
The beer will be back in a couple days.
I just worked for 1 day to take care of the month. All right, let's talk about some of these top stories. First and foremost, shout out to all our crypto warriors. We did get some feedback, and we get the emails and tweets. We saw people calling into the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. I heard someone call in actually, and shout out Bitcoin Zay. Yeah. And funny, I mean, I have to talk about this because I heard it again today. And it's like, again, I've been cool with this, but whatever. I'll be the Dame Dash. I already know I'm not going to get the invite for this. It's okay. When I bang that movie out, I bet you they're going to be all crawling on it. I'm like, no, I don't want to come. But anyway, I got to say this. It's like, what's the podcast with the guys? They do all the financial stuff.
Earn Your Leisure.
Earn Your Leisure had 2 crypto dudes on recently. I got sent that clip. I even seen it. I saw them even shout you out on Earn Your Leisure. And then I'm hearing on the Breakfast Club, people are calling to the Breakfast Club. Like, you guys are talking about Miami Coin and these crypto projects. The brother Zay, who is in the space, is in the space. Why are you not talking to him? And I guess Angela Yee actually said, yeah, people keeps tweeting her about him.
Hold on, let's play the clip. Let's play the clip so they can hear it.
You have a clip? You need to play it toward it. Yeah, play the clip. Let's see the clip.
Yeah, let's see. I'll fast forward a little bit. Yeah, let's.
But what I will say is, Like I you know, shout out to some of our crypto warriors. I've emailed them. I emailed the Breakfast Club and Angela Yee. So maybe I'm sure they get thousands of them a day if it's anything like us. But yeah, hey, as we become mainstream, the buck's about to stop.
Oh yeah, hold on, yeah. Take a listen to this real quick.
Did you share your sound?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a quick question. Y'all let me go. Hey, Angela, when you asked Earn the Legion about that Miami coin or that Bitcoin Miami coin, it's a guy actually who in the crypto named Isaiah Jackson. Okay. So he actually worked with that mayor with that Bitcoin yield. So he go by Bitcoin Zay. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of people tagging him on Twitter for him to come up here, but we don't have no contact information. But we should work on it. We'll work on that. Okay, good. Hey, I love you guys. Thank you.
We reached out already. I ain't trying to hear that from nobody. Here's the deal, folks. Like, don't let these people fool you. You're not smart enough to get yourself on a national radio station, or you're not smart enough to grow your YouTube to a certain level of subscribers, and then but I don't know who these people are in this space. Here's the thing about crypto, because I know people are listening every day. There's only a handful of us, folks, and we all know each other. It's literally, I keep saying it, it's only like probably 30 people before me. It's like, it's a handful of us. We all know each other. So you're not going to tell us, oh, we skipped over all these people. We didn't know about these people, but these new ones we know about.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? Shout out to the people who did make it to these platforms. I'm not saying nothing bad. From what I saw, they provided some good information. Of course, like I said, this is what mainstream adoption looks like. Information will be coming from every direction. But again, if you're really talking about educating people on the best information, like, I'm not sure the games is being played. I'm not sure if people are nervous to reach out. I don't know what the game is or what's going on, but do it before I come up to your locker. If I got to walk up to your locker first, it's not going to go how you think. I'm fucking telling you now, it will not go how you think if I walk up to your locker.
Right. And this is locker first. Yeah, exactly. And this is one thing I want to say too is, you know, the invite will be great. We got our own thing going, it's whatever. But I'm just saying, it's a little disingenuous to say that they couldn't find me, because
that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't get in touch with this person.
Just Google Black people in Bitcoin. I'm in this Time article. I'm in this article in Forbes. I'm in this article right here. This is my book. This is me right here. I'm in like half of the first things that come up. I'm in this article right here, Cointelegraph. I'm in like 7 of the top 10 results if they just looked. So again, I don't buy that. But at the same time, shout out to our warriors. Shout out to everybody tagging them, because they're starting to get the message, I guess. But Angela Yee will be in Miami tomorrow, so I will be wherever she is tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Don't make us come to your locker first, because it's gonna be real awkward if we all of a sudden. Yeah. Why were you on your whatever platform your platform is telling people X, Y, and Z about crypto when that is wrong?
Plus, I don't hit people up for interviews. It's just a policy I got. You either hit me up or we don't talk. So I'll talk to her in person and we can set it up, or we can't. Either way,
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, because this is the right thing to do as far as education going. But I had to point that out, because I'm like, listen, like I said the other day, like, stop playing. And the reason why people were going so hard on this and we keep talking about this stuff is because this is how you change the narrative. Like, this is literally how you change the narrative. And I'm going to show you in this show why it's so important to control the narrative, especially in this point, we're talking about crypto. We're talking about right now, we're still in the truth. Like, we haven't strayed away from the truth. It's been tried a couple of times. Bcash was started, try to get everybody off of Bitcoin. Bcash is the real Bitcoin. You have the other altcoins coming out saying this altcoin will outperform and be better than Bitcoin, and some of y'all fell for that one too. But at the end of the day, like, there's a reason why we're trying to protect this narrative, because the code is real, and people don't look at the code. They don't look at the technical aspects of the project. So you have to fundamentally be out front of the narrative. Like, hell no, stop listening to these people. I don't care how big or popular they get. Like, your ass is going to respect this domain. This is code. This isn't how you feel and who's the cool kids and all this other stuff. It's about code and portfolio. And what I do love also about Bitcoin is, at the end of the day, I can show you some old wallets where I can shut the hell up about majority of people in the space. I can say, Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, show me your best portfolio, not the number, the percentage. Show me the percentage swings. Show me when you enter and exit trades. People don't have wallets to do that. I got like 20 wallets I could pull up and use as a resume. You know exactly. You can't make this up in this space. But we're going to go ahead and get the show going, because, again, I'm going to literally point out why this is important. Actually, the top story of the day shows you why it's important. Let's get into it. Staples Center in Los Angeles will be renamed Crypto.com Arena. I won't lie. Everyone was texting me this and sending me this message yesterday. Thanks for those who reached out. I don't know how I feel about it. To be honest, a lot of you made my day worse. All right. I don't know how I feel about this. I was joking with Zay earlier. I was like, to me, this is like my favorite rapper going mainstream and putting on a dress. Like, not to say there's nothing wrong with putting on a dress. There's nothing wrong with Crypto.com Arena. I'm not saying anything's wrong with Crypto.com Arena. I'm just saying this is my favorite rapper. I just caught me off guard is all I'm saying. Okay. After a deal with its owner, AEG, the Staples Center will be known as Crypto.com Arena from December. That's right. Staples Center, of course, a multi-purpose arena that has been home to numerous public events, including boxing and basketball competition. I mean, let's stop playing. This is the home of Kobe Bryant. He built the Staples Center, him and Shaq. Crypto.com has purchased the naming rights to AEG for $700 million over 20 years. That's right. Crypto is here in LA, according to the announcement. In 1999, Staples paid $100 million for 10 years of those naming rights. So of course you can see how much that money, that company has, that name, that notoriety in the company has grown since then. And it's huge now. Crypto.com, this is mainstream adoption. This is what it looks like. You know what? I had to be honest. Like before the show started, I had a little salt. I just had a little salt, a little hate, because I was like, damn, if I knew all we had to do in 2016, 2017, Zay, was hold on and pay some fines, just pay fines, man, we would have
did the ICO.
Business would have been a different trajectory. And I say that because for those who don't know, Crypto.com, where did they get this money from? Who is Crypto? Let's talk about who is Crypto.com.
Let's dig a little into Crypto.com. If you don't know, Crypto.com is formerly known as Monaco. And if you don't know what Monaco is, again, we've been around for so long. We've seen them come and go, but we've also seen some big rebrands. And Monaco, I remember MCO when it first came out. It is a platform that rebranded itself as Crypto.com in 2018, trading under the MCO on crypto exchanges. Let's read some of these key takeaways. It's a blockchain-based payments application, originally called Monaco, but it's rebranded to Crypto.com. The company seeks to put crypto in every wallet, though its business practices have come under criticism for lack of transparency and general shady dealings. So they have lack of transparency, general shady dealings. They raised $26 million worth of Ethereum from an ICO during the big ICO boom. But what they basically did was, we're just going to make enough money where we can basically buy our way into the game. And again, when the rebrand started, we started saying, hey, a lot of people don't realize this is Monaco. What was it, 2018 when they did it? 2019, it was during the bear market. Everybody left. Nobody realized what was going on. We were still here. Daily show like always. But they were promising Visa cards, which, at the time, we were like, hell no, that's not happening at that time. But when they rebranded, they were able to get it. And they are the kings of marketing. That's what I will give them. Crypto.com is the first company I saw with marketing stuff in major cities. When I was in San Francisco, they had a sign on the side of the bus and at the bus stop and at the seats where you sit along the road. They were in LA. They were in San Diego. Like, I've seen Crypto.com's basically marketing strategy is to market as much as possible. But this is the ultimate marketing. Put your name on the side of an arena. How did they get $700 million to put their name on the side of an arena when they started out with the ICO with a bunch of promises that they didn't come through with until way later? So that just goes to show you, people, if you don't know what you're talking about in this market, you could easily think that Crypto.com just came out of nowhere and they're just this great company. Actually, no, they were ICO that rebranded called Monaco. And we remember them very, very distinctly because everybody was mad when they didn't bring out their Visa card.
Right. They had the Visa. They were supposed to have one of the first Visa cards out there. And speaking of them, here's the crazy thing about it, though. It's like, all right, first of all, when did they do the ICO? And again, I'm not mad. It was more salt. I'm not going to lie. I was honest. Hey, I don't hate on people. I would hate on the company, okay? I was hating and I was salty because from a company point of view, I was like I actually applaud them. Like, you took a huge risk to do an ICO at a time, and this is what I'm about to bring up. They did it in 2017. I don't respect most ICOs after June 2017, people. It turned into a money grab. That's when it was like, and be honest, June is being gracious, really after March or April. Like, the real corporate people kind of started seeing it already. Like, the ICO starter pack, the ICO stimulus package was real. Like, you say we don't ICO, whether you do it or not, you're making millions of dollars. Like you all don't understand how many ICO pitches A and I were getting. The same way you see these daily sponsors is the same way people was reaching out to us like, yo, we got an ICO project, we all can make some millions. And we was just like, it just don't seem right. And the only reason I say that is because Monaco decided to do their ICO in 2017 when it was popping, right? Like that was the thing to do. So to me, it was like, all right, this is a company coming in for a money grab. They come in for this money grab. We're gonna have Visa cards, which of course, everyone who was claiming that it didn't come through at the time. They all look like fools. They didn't do the Visa cards, Bitcoins, they said. And then in 2018, smart, like very intelligently, may I add, though, as the regulations came in, the bear market kicked in, they stopped and rebranded. Now, I would say that I don't know if the rebrand saved them from regulatory scrutiny or what. Like it definitely was a smart play, but to see them coming back as like sponsors of the UFC now, sponsors of the LA Lakers now, the Staples Center type of deal, it's just like, I mean, but you like you did ICO and you just been holding on money since your rebrand in Bitcoin. It went up, and here you are. So again, I'm not mad. I'm just like shit. I didn't see that play. Like that was a very risky play, and it definitely paid out. I just think that's worth mentioning because again, you know, especially in crypto, we're all tiptoeing. Some people are tiptoeing. They're like, oh, it's Bitcoin 60,000. I can't buy into it. Yo, you just had a whole company put everyone's freedom on the line and say, fuck it, we going all in. So definitely got to talk about that. That's crazy. CB Brown said, who owns the Breakfast Club? That's actually a great point. And you're right. It's something I say all the time. I rarely, like when I go to establishments and stuff, I rarely like, where your owner at? Just go get the owner because like, we're not even going to be on the same page with the shit I'm going to say. So you're right, C, but we might need to find out who the owner.
I know it's
actually, I don't even care that much.
iHeartRadio, isn't it?
Is it iHeart? Who owns them?
Yeah, it's iHeartRadio, I believe, and I don't know who iHeartRadio is owned by, but yeah, I think it's iHeartRadio, and I think they may have or maybe leaving them at some point, but I'm not sure. Not sure who's on there.
Let's see. They said MCO, which was called Monaco, was trash when it first came out. Had failures and fines. Restructured. Oh, so they did have fines. Okay, so maybe they paid the fines. They restructured. And like you said, Crypto Commandments, BAMCrypto.com. Listen, seriously, shout out to them. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things where it's just like my favorite underground rappers finally going mainstream. It's just like, I got to share this music with the world type of deal. But these songs are old. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine when they rename it this year and next year, everybody like, oh, you heard of Bitcoin? It's like, yes, I've heard of Bitcoin.
I start saying no.
I am gonna start saying that. Let them do the whole spiel and tell me what it is.
No, let me take off this crypto veteran hat. No, I have no clue what I'm talking about.
Hilarious. All right, one other partnership in basketball we have to talk about, none other than NYDIG. If you haven't noticed, this is the new gang that moved to Houston. The gentlemen of crypto then threw out the bat signal. They know we all in New York. We gotta goddamn, folk, we can't all be in the same spot. We need to separate. We got telephones. NYDIG chose Houston as the new hold-up, but NYDIG partners with Houston Rockets basketball franchise, and they plan to pay the team in Bitcoin. Of course, they've already partnered out as well. I think it was like the Fireman's Fund down there as well, but the deal seems to be part of a larger move for Rockets owner Tillman Fertitta. Shout out to Tillman Fertitta, who got MMA on his feet. Of course, used to be one of the owners of the UFC, who is also the chairman and CEO of a restaurant group that recently launched a Bitcoin rewards program. Oh shit, Tillman is all in on Bitcoin. All right, Tillman Fertitta.
Oh yeah.
He's a billionaire, folks. I'm pretty sure he's a billionaire as well. If not a high multimillionaire, because again, I'm pretty sure they sold some of their stake to ESPN. They were a part of that deal, which was like $1 billion deal. So shout out to Tillman Fertitta. Again, the New York Digital Investment Group, if you don't know who they are, that's where the old Rat Face work. I'm never going to forget Rat Face. What's his real name again?
I can't remember.
Banks or something. The guy who made the bit license in New York and didn't give it to anyone, who went to go work for NYDIG, we always talk about. Like literally this guy created bit license. He quit his job as a regulator, started a private consulting firm, went to go work for NYDIG. NYDIG gets a coveted bit license. They only given out like 12 or 13 of these things. They're like number 11 or 12 on the list. And then they just started taking over all things crypto, which they're doing right now. But the New York Digital Investment Group will be paying the National Basketball Association Houston Rockets franchise in Bitcoin as part of a partnership aimed at promoting crypto education and adoption. And shout out to the Houston Rockets too. They're always on top of things as far as like the Chinese deals, Yao Ming, that partnership, and they really helped bring basketball, NBA international. And now to be on the crypto train, this is amazing to see. What else is going on with this deal?
Oh yeah. Well, it looks as though the Houston Rockets are looking to establish themselves as
Benjamin Lawsky. I just thought off the top of my head, my fault.
Benjamin Lawsky. Yeah, he has such a lawyer name. Benjamin Lawsky is the most lawyerish name ever. So yes, last week the company announced it would be introducing a Bitcoin rewards program for its restaurants. I'm referring to the Landry restaurants, which are also owned by the CEO, Landry's Restaurant Group. So they're actually, I believe, the CEO, he's moving into a space where he's trying to make everything on Bitcoin, the Houston Rockets, his restaurants. And again, we've said it before, everybody's going to capitulate. Doesn't matter who you are. And he also owns a few hotels, a few casinos. So there have been no reports of Bitcoin being accepted, but you can't say that it's not going to happen simply because he's already done it with 2 other entities. So I can see that coming. And further down, talks about Voyager inked a deal with the Dallas Mavericks. Again, people, every single NBA, NFL, UFC fighter, NHL, they're going to partner with some sort of crypto company because they're too valuable at this point. And I think that the marketing works, and that is one of the easiest ways to get eyes on your product over and over. Also, I want to mention, I found out who owns Breakfast Club. It looks like Revolt.
Oh, we got to holla at Diddy.
But listen, no. This is the thing though. Revolt owns Breakfast Club, but they also own Earn Your Leisure.
There we go.
They also own a bunch of other stuff, but it's not Diddy. They got a new.
Listen, you come on. You know I know Diddy ain't clocking in every damn day.
Oh no. They hired a new CEO literally. Let's see.
Diddy just won his taste, bro. He just won his taste. He's not clocking in every day.
I don't blame him, bro. If I was Diddy, I'd be at the crib doing a Diddy bounce all day, making money and not clocking in.
I'm not clocking in. I am not. Clocking
we need
to run this for me. Oh yeah.
We need to find Datavio Samuels. He's a new CEO. He wants to expand the network's coverage of social justice. What's more social justice than Bitcoin, baby? You need a crypto show on there. Holla at us. But yeah, I was just looking at their rundown. So it looks like maybe their people at Revolt did research and was like, I'm not bringing them one.
Hey, I guarantee. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't listen. Hey, we get it.
Yeah, it's all good. I get it. Hey, everybody.
Hey, listen, Zay, you know me. Hey, ain't nobody trying to be a friend anyway. I keep telling you, no, but seriously, it's more for the culture than anything. We always say it's really more for the culture. Like we've been fine without going on these platforms as of now. We'll be fine. But I just found the rat face again. This is Benjamin Lawsky. Who again, this guy, let me tell you about this guy. And this is why I call him a rat. He does have a rat face, not even being mean. But this guy, Benjamin Lawsky, straight up, bro. Listen, folks, he was a New York regulator when Bitcoin was all this theme, right? And for those who don't know how draconian Bitcoin has been in New York, essentially Charlie Shrem, this other guy in crypto, when he was in Bitcoin, like say 23 years old, he created a way to do peer-to-peer Bitcoin transactions. Like he had a transactional service where you can change your Bitcoin for cash. Someone was changing their Bitcoin. They said that they were going to buy drugs with it or commit a crime. He still made the trade. And I don't even know if they actually told him that. It's just what their intentions were. But regardless, they said that's money laundering. They said that's money laundering, conspiracy. You're a bank. You don't have all these licenses. And at the end of the day, it's like, really, guys, I'm over here buying and selling Bitcoin. And this is what you do. And they sent his ass to prison for a couple years when he was 23 years old. No games. This is New York. This is the things New York do. Old boy, Silk Road, double life sentence. You know what I mean? Like this is New York. And I say all that to say, this guy was in a position as a regulator. He created something out of thin air that no one agreed on or voted on called the BIT license, where in order to operate any type of crypto or digital assets business in New York, you need this license. They wouldn't give it out. The same way they weren't giving out ETFs, they just started doing ETFs 2 weeks ago. They weren't and still don't give out the BIT license. There's only been 13 or 14 companies to get it. After about 9 companies, this guy decides to resign. Then he starts a Bitcoin consulting firm where he goes to work for them, NYDIG, and then he gets them a bit license where no one else can get one. Like, if you don't see this, the type of corruption that I can't explain it further. I can't help with the comprehension skills, but this is the stuff where it's like, we see this stuff so often in spaces. It's very corrupt. Life isn't fair, but I'm still gonna call him out. Doesn't mean you can't call this person out. And hey, it's all fun and games. I'm sure we'll sit down, we'll have some coffee, some crumb cakes one day, and we'll laugh about this. I'm like, hey, you remember when I called you rat face? You want to let anybody get a bit license? Like, look how far we come.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you forgot the name of the game, just like off Big Daddy. The name of the game is called I Win. That's all. That's the game. I win. It doesn't matter what the rules are. I win. Every time a rule comes out and it's created by somebody, it just go to the companies so that they can win. That's the name of the game.
But see, this is what none of these people realize, folks, and this, don't worry. Like, everything happens for a reason. The capital is getting up over there. Like, y'all want to know why we're not spending money like crazy? We out here building war chests, folks. So when we come up to these companies and platforms, wherever else, we can say and do whatever the hell we want. And we do got a team of lawyers, and we do got X, Y, Z. Like, we over here building a war chest. So I just keep smiling. I keep smiling, Bitcoin Zay, because soon the chickens are going to come home to roost.
Oh yeah, soon. And the likes are way too low. We about to start thinking it. Let's get it. Soon and very soon.
Start liking. Hell yeah, those likes are super low. Look, we got 254 people and 137 likes. Oh man, we were just gonna leave some good tips out there. I guess that's not gonna happen today.
Dang. And I was just gonna show you how to get 250,000 Miami coins at the end of the show, but it ain't no damn likes, so it ain't gonna be nothing.
Hey, stop lurking and start liking. Smash that like before Bitcoin Zay breaks out a tune on your ass. In fact, Zay, what we got for him today? Give him something.
Hey, do we need to do a throwback?
Hey, give him a throwback.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, Litmo Crypto. I just want to hear your thoughts on something. And Dunlap brought up about the originator of Bitcoin being a group or entity, as he called it, and actually being a play at pulling countries. I'm assuming countries together. Yeah, it could be a group or entity. Yeah, we always say whoever Satoshi is, or him or her, hers, hims, or whatever. It could be all of that. The only thing I would say about the whole play of pulling things together and stuff, I would push back on that and that global, because one of our warriors said it like the other day. They was like, if they had this big play, like, they wouldn't have made it this hard on themselves either. Like, at this point, it's like, even if it was some type of planned thing with Bitcoin, it's too late. It's just like, it's working. The project's working. It's too late. Let's see. Zay, was you hitting us with a tune today? What's up? I thought you was gonna do it.
Oh nah, I saw the likes jump up to the 185. We good. But if y'all want to do it,
I don't know no songs, but you got what I need. Let's get it. Get that like. All right. U.S. Justice Department. Have to talk about this one. And I know I'm going to say some things, and some of our warriors, like, this is gonna cut a wound. This is about to cut a wound, which I know we don't care. And we know y'all can handle it. And this wound, when it cuts it, you should smile and be like, yeah, I remember that. Like, I got cut. And he's right about what he just said, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say anyway. U.S. Justice Department is selling $56 million in crypto to compensate victims of BitConnect's fraud. King, do not feel anyone who is scammed by BitConnect should be compensated, period. That was your tuition to crypto, A. And B, a lot of people who were scammed in BitConnect are all fucking sudden experts now. And don't get me started. There's project founders out there who are talking loud. There's all types of people talking loud in crypto who were scammed by BitConnect and for some reason think I forgot the receipts. I'm gonna say this, people, and this is the one that's about to cut. Not only should you not get your money back, but if you were scammed by BitConnect, like, you're not as smart as you thought you were. Yeah. It's okay. Like, it's okay. It takes time and experience. But when I tell you, when I first saw BitConnect, like, instantly, I said, oh, 2 + 2 = 4. This is literally the guy that's trying to talk to me in McDonald's. Hey, yeah, meet me at McDonald's today around 3:30 in the dining room, and I can show you all about this multi-level marketing. Like, if you didn't see that, immediately, this isn't a knock against you. It's just to be real. It's like, yo, you got some fucking growing to do, because that was like a level 1 type of scam to me. It was not that sophisticated. But these same people are now experts in this space right now, and they're on panels and all this other stuff. Like it's a ton of people too, where I'm like, yo, didn't you lose like 10K in BitConnect? Like, why are you on stage right now? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense to me. But I say that also because that was tuition into crypto. It did suck. I know it sucked. Believe me, I've been scammed in other ways in this space. They were way more sophisticated, but I still been scammed and lost a lot of money in this space, which is also why I push back on regulations or regulators and regulations, because no one's been like, hey, here's your money back. This is the first time we're seeing this. But I don't agree with it. This is tuition. And no, we're not going to be running to government every time a bad crypto project comes out. Why? Yeah. Because then the government's going to say, oh, we got something to fix all that shit. All right, you don't need to come to us when a bad crypto project comes out.
Yeah,
you're all going to come to us before anything comes out. That's not what we want with innovation. So like, this is literally why I'm against it. If you keep running to the government for help, they're going to say, fine, we're going to get on in front of this thing. We're going to get on top of it. And please, you all tell me which government where has been very good in the financial world, which government has been very well with technology. Like, governments aren't pushing these things forward. There's usually the private citizens and groups and companies, organizations of these countries that push things forward. And then they say, hey, if I want more power, I'll go get a government position or work with the government. So let's not get this thing twisted. The liquidation is the largest single recovery of a cryptocurrency fraud by the United States to date, said the Justice Department. Before Bitcoins, they talked about the story. Just to throw a cherry on top, I'll also say, not only should we not sell it back, like, again, keep it and just don't tax people, or keep it and like, stop giving the crypto back you get. Like, stop it. Why are they giving it back away? But what's going on with this story to compensate victims of BitConnect's fraud? Let's be honest, of victims' greed. Because, 25% daily. All right, that's what we do.
Yeah, get at it. And also, too, just to go back to your analogy earlier, if you run to the government to fix your problems, you're going to have to deal with their rules. It's sort of like myself. I have two brothers. When we used to go outside, get in fights, get in trouble, no matter what, we never went back and told our mom. No matter what happened outside, one of us could have damn near died. Do not tell what happened. Do not tell mom, because she's going to freak out. Damn sure ain't telling our dad. That wasn't even a thought. Because what's going to happen is they're going to say, oh, y'all don't know how to play outside? How about I go watch you? Because then now all the fun is over. So the fact that they wrote it to the Justice Department, they currently hold the $56 million in crypto and wallets, and said the amount of compensation to those affected will depend on future restitution order by the court at sentencing. So some of y'all niggas might just get $100 back. There you go. But again, I don't think you should get anything back. You paid your tuition, you learned your lesson, and of course, BitConnect being the biggest scam to date. I just think back to the time, King, how many people argued us down? Like, literally for hours, argued us down.
People that argued us down as literally experts in the space right now. Like, I'm not playing.
Consider experts now.
Trying not to call, like, the founder of XYZ project you love. Yeah, they were talking about BitConnect. I got a screenshot of it.
Exactly. And I was shout out to Wendy, who's in our comments. She's been hanging out with me in Miami, showing me around some of the stuff. I told her that exact same thing after we went to this crypto event, and she was talking to people. I was like, you do realize most of these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But they call themselves in the space thought leaders. I have this business. I've been around since 2017. You're just looking at them like, all right, man. Yeah, I saw when you were talking about USI Tech and BitConnect and all this other book, CoinC, and all these other scams that was popping up, OneCoin and shit. So yeah, this is just what happens. In the U.S. Justice Department, it looks as though they'll be giving this money back to whoever was affected. It's funny because the actors behind BitConnect actually netted them $2 billion. So 56 million. What is that? And in September, they were ordered to pay $24 million. One guy, Glenn Arcaro, they actually caught him. He's actually pled guilty to charges. The other dude, Satish Kumbani, his whereabouts are unknown at the time of this publication. So he took y'all shit and ran. I don't even know where he went, but he's somewhere unknown. He probably in a villa somewhere in Thailand. Not even worried. Don't even got a TV or a cell phone. Don't even know what's going on in the world. So shout out to him, because he taught a lot of people a big lesson at a time where greed was at an all-time high. I don't even think greed is that high as it was in 2017.
2017, it was good.
I mean, it was literally to the point where people were on our show like, just do an ICO. You'll raise $1 million. And we thought about it because it's like, yeah, it was so wild. No matter what you put out, you'll raise $1 million. So that was a great time to learn. And again, we always have one of the funniest videos of all time from that BitConnect conference. My man, BitConnect. on stage.
Waza.
Oh yeah, so good times. This is going to the archive as one of the funniest moments in crypto history. Definitely.
Yeah, that was like season 2, man. Good gracious, season 1 maybe. No, that might have been season 1 still. Good gracious. Yeah, no, I think the blow up didn't happen until season 2. 2018 is when the blow up really started happening.
Yeah, when they started smacking ICO projects in the face.
Hey, but folks, don't worry. It was a long time ago. I know a lot of people have learned a lot and learned since then. But also it's just like, listen, that's why we keep saying this, like with some of these people and stuff, we don't really trip, because when we're in the room, everyone in the room knows. Like that's you can't listen, you can't hide this stuff. Again, it's like, show your wallet. Like, what are you talking about? Like, either this is numbers. We're dealing with numbers and technical stuff. I love that about this space. It don't matter how you feel. It's like at the end of the day, there's actual code and numbers, and it's like it's stats is way to back up everything. I love that. I love it. I love it. And speaking about the money grabs and all this stuff, I thought this is a pretty cool story right here. Miramax sues Tarantino over money grab Pulp Fiction NFTs. That's right. The film production company behind Pulp Fiction, called Quentin Tarantino's, plans to make NFTs based on the film a deliberate, premeditated, short-term money grab. Now, I hope to work with both of them one day, so I'm not going to pick sides. But seriously, what I will say is like, and I didn't get into detail on the NFT. I don't know how legitimate it was, how they looked, and all this other stuff. But by and large, I would call it a money grab, but maybe not a bad money grab. And the reason why is like, at this point, anyone who does NFTs right now, like for old shit, is definitely a money grab. All right, like it's a money grab. Like it's why else would you be doing it? Like you want to digitize the history, like it's maybe, but it's also a money grab. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with that too. Like I said, if this is done properly, Pulp Fiction was a hit. It's a good movie. Who wouldn't want an NFT of old girl ODing on some cocaine? Like what? They walk into your house every day and see that is amazing. But seriously, it's just like there's so many great scenes in Pulp Fiction. It's many cool NFTs to be had. Hey, don't let that thing right now that's bothering you. For a lot of y'all, that's called your pride. Hey, Fumble, that's called your pride. That's bothering you right now. Let that go. Just let that go.
That's right.
Hey, you're gonna have to lose.
Hey man, real quick. Why did Fumble jump in my DMs on Twitter to try and explain himself?
He's still been tagging us. That's why I'm like, he's listening now. It's okay. We love you too. It's fine.
Fumble, man, bro, we don't hate you. It's just
you're not gonna get this off. This wasn't the one to get off. Oh, that's what I was gonna mention. I'm glad we actually brought him up before we talk about the story before we talk about the story real quick. People, when it comes to crypto.com arena, FTX arena, all these crypto projects, if you think they're about to tell everyone for every advertisement and sponsorship, you are about to be crazy. When I say nothing's going to make sense in another year or two, I guarantee you, you're not watching, maybe not us, but other shows that analyze the market headlines is going on, I guarantee it'll be lost, because they're about to obfuscate. I can't say the word right now. Obfuscate. Obfuscate. There we go. They're about to mix and match, like the money people. Do you understand that crypto companies deal in crypto? And the governments haven't caught up to that. So you don't know what partnerships and sponsorships. And that's why the whole beef with him is like, yo, for when you calling out a small YouTube channel about a sponsor, like total, we may have done 30 sponsored videos out of 1,000 videos. So you're over here trying to call us out about one of the 30 videos. Let's say maybe 3 of 30 we forgot to put sponsored. So 3 out of 1,000 videos we forgot to say sponsored. And you over here losing your shit. When in reality, you should have, like I said, you should have called him, but hey, I looked to you guys for advice. I thought this is a real thing. Is this real? Should I buy into it? And we would have been like, oh no, my fault, forgot to say sponsored. But you jumped the gun. And no one's like, fuck you. You better learn who you're talking to. Like what? You ain't gonna talk to me like that in real life. You're not talking to me like that, period. But when I say all that to say, when crypto.com and all these people, like we just told you they rebranded. Like, do you know how much stuff is out there, how much different directions they push into different platforms, different coins, different tokens, and they're not telling you they're sponsored. They're not telling you they're advertisers. They're not telling you they're commercials, nor will they tell you until about the year 2025, when regulations will be passed that say, hey, you better tell people these are crypto commercials and sponsors. I guarantee that's the way it's going to go. So like, buckle up, folks, buckle up. Y'all over here worried about people getting some free sodas on the side and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
did you ever see the government dude that said every single official should have their sponsors on their shirt when they present?
ooh, that would be cool. That would be
because
nice.
again, they don't sell you. I'm sponsored by Exxon. I'm sponsored by T-Mobile. I'm sponsored by Sprint.
That is true. Yeah.
This is why I'm coming out and saying this, because they are the ones who they don't have that on them. So again, people complain about that, but you have to be an adult. And every time I hear the politicians speak, I look for who put the money behind them, because that's what adults do. That's what smart individuals do whenever they're looking for information. Follow the money. So even if somebody doesn't say a sponsor, you should know if somebody is speaking about a product directly and they're directly speaking to that, look up who's the money behind it and then make your own decision. Stop being a child and stop asking everybody to hold your hand.
I mean,
this is crypto, people. This is not regular.
The fact that Bitcoin is this big and is not big in New York, people, one of the largest, like, come on. Like, what? That is corruption in front of your face in the finest form. How is Bitcoin this big in all these places, but it's not big in New York, where all the banks are, where Wall Street is? Joe De Jesus said, brothers, thank you for all that you do for the community. Keep up the good work. Crypto vet since 2015. Here we go, Joe. Bitcoin Benito, thank you for the tip. Y'all saw the article where 4% of people resigned this year only because of crypto gains. Wonderland time about to add me to that percentage, LOL. Yeah, I actually did see that a few days ago about people were retiring because they made so much in crypto. I mean, we say it all the time, folks. This is what, you've been seeing this here every day at 10 a.m. or 7 a.m. for years, folks. Like, it's real. We had Simon Family Ventures on. Shout out to them. They're living they retired off of crypto, of Bitcoin, to live in Mexico City now. One of our in-house warriors, our moderator, our showrunner, Alec, basically just about to move down to Mexico and live the crypto life. So it is real. People are doing it for sure.
Oh yeah, and I also want to say that 4% of people left their jobs for crypto gains. If you ever read, I believe it was Ayn Rand, her book, she was saying the death of the empire, usually people are making their money off of speculative gains instead of actual jobs. That's when you can start to see the spiral death of an empire. So if you think the shit is not over, trust me, we on our way. When everybody is quitting their job, I see a bunch of we're hiring signs. Nobody's working any real jobs, but then I see a bunch of people in crypto that are trading. So it is kind of funny to see that switch now.
There's some other things that signal the end of civilization that we've been on our way, or we've been.
Oh yeah, it's a whole bunch. If you need
this is a crypto show.
Yeah, watch the Four Horsemen. That's a good one to watch. Crypto wasn't in there, but Max Kaiser was in Four Horsemen. It's good.
Crazy BX Don is saying this. I've actually seen this from a few people. People can't get on my OKCoin. They're saying even if they use a VPN or a US IP, like they can't get on OKCoin, or they're not getting processed. It's just one of those things.
Depends on your state. I don't have anything to do with their regulations there. But again, use a VPN if you can. And if not, maybe hit some people up in the chat to maybe send you Miami coin.
There we go. Peer-to-peer.
Peer-to-peer.
Get a wallet. Here it is. Let's do it right here, right now on the show. In the chat. That's going to be our job for the rest of this week, going into Friday for the Friday show too. Peer-to-peer. Find out who in the chat, which warriors already have Miami coin, and swap it out. Get the wallet, holler at them offline or whatever, emails, all that good stuff. Let's make it happen peer-to-peer. That's why it was meant to be here. Let's see. Jams, what's going on, Jams? Call your boss, tell them you quit. When they ask why, you don't need the job anymore. My company gave me a retention agreement with a 300% increase in bonus. They can't afford you to quit now. There it is, people, free game. Yeah, have a backup plan. But if you do have a backup plan, you're not stressing your position, then yeah, say you're going to quit. See, they're going to give you more money. Or just ask for the raise first and then do it, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, right now, most people can't afford to do new hiring and new training. So you're right about that. That's crazy. All right, really quick, we do have to go back to this story before we call it a day. Quentin Tarantino, Miramax, what's going on with this? I guess they were pretty pissed. They was like, we're not getting our money. Is that what happened?
That's all it is. They weren't first. And I think because he has uncut first handwritten scripts, he has different scenes that didn't make the movie. These are the types of things that a lot of creators, they're going to dig back into their files, old records and unreleased scenes, unreleased scripts, movies, whatever. They're going to dig back into that and release them as NFTs, especially if it's a classic. The problem is if there's a company that put that movie out, like Miramax, or if there's a record label that put that music, they're all going to be increasingly mad that people are going independent and just selling it. Because honestly, once the NFTs hit the market, what can they really do? Like this is a whole new spectrum for lawyers to start to get involved. Because again, if I take something I created, I put it as an NFT, they pay me in crypto, I take that crypto and you can't find it, what exactly do? You know what I mean? Like I just don't see how they can actually enforce this until they start bringing in the lawyers. But again, they following the clear, legal, and ethical approach of simply communicating with Miramax about his proposed ideas. Hey, Miramax, stop crying just because he didn't. They mad because he didn't come to them first. So some legal and ethical. All right, well, get the lawyers because I would love to see them dig through this case because it will be interesting. It might set precedent for other people doing this as well.
I'm letting you finish. I was about to go there. I think it will set, like, maybe not this exact case, even though this case would be big enough with Quentin Tarantino being huge and Miramax being huge. It is big enough to set precedent. I think it would, and it kind of has to either way. It's like, because you're right, this is going to get muddled. That's why I keep telling you, like, 2 more years. I just saw Matt Damon in the crypto.com commercial. He didn't say, hey guys, this is a commercial. This is a sponsored advertisement. I'm here to talk about crypto.com. No, it was just Matt Damon on the motherfucking moon talking about we about to go out of space or something. All right, that was it. It wasn't no
Spike Lee talking about Bitcoin.
How much did he get paid for that commercial? Well, Fumble said, hey, there's some, I guess BitBoy put out how much he gets paid. And for people who are into that BitBoy and Pomp thing, the debate wasn't him accepting money. Like, I don't know, again, not only regularly culturally, but I think it's also culturally, I don't know. And somebody in our chat, our UK warriors can let us know. Are you guys capitalists over there? I'm not sure how you do your business, to be honest. But I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny when I say that. But in the US, we are capitalists. So yeah, the goal is to make fucking money. Like nobody's trying to be grimy about doing it. I think we've been pretty like open and honest about how we do our business. But that is the point. So the whole thing with BitBoy, I think he actually does have like 25K per sponsor ad. So shout out to him. Like that's where you want to, bro. That's what you want to get. 25K to do a 2-minute ad. Like that's where you want to get. Like that is where the rest of these big companies are at. We're smaller companies. We're trying to get there.
That's however, yearly salary.
The only difference, folks, and this is I don't watch his channel enough, so I don't know. But from what I see, he does announce those sponsorships. It will be different if he didn't announce a sponsorship and he said buy XYZ coin, get it, trust me, and he didn't tell y'all he got 25K on the back end to say it. That's different than being like, yo, today's whatever, this is the person. Like, yeah, that shit's happening. That is happening. So with all that and with the precedent being set, it's going to muddy. To strategically release this. They're saying, hey, you're a part, like everything you did as far as what was the movie called again? Pulp Fiction. Everything you did as far as Pulp Fiction creator, writing it, that was a part of the agreement. We agreed and we paid you this money for the movie to get all your best ideals out of it, not for you to give us part A and you keep part B. Like that wasn't a deal. So I do see this setting precedents as movie companies say like, no, hell no. And music companies is like, no, we didn't pay you to give us half a CD and you release the other half later. Like we want all the intellectual property from this. But then on the flip side, where does the creator say, no, hell no, I gave you this part of the intellectual property. The rest is mine. Like, for example, my notes. If you write notes for your company, whatever company you work for, does that company also own the notes to your work, or do they just own the work? So it's like a company needs to figure out how to get clean water. You give them clean water. Do they also say, no, give me all that shit you scribbled down to figure out? Like, do they own that? Because essentially before people would throw away their notes, whereas now it's like, nah, you can NFT your notes. You can NFT all this other stuff that you thought would not, you not be able to monetize and make money off it. And again, it goes to that whole precedent. Will creators be able to do that on their own? Or will these platforms productions be like, no, like this is part of the deal. We want a piece of that as well. Like,
hey, you know what's coming. Somebody lawyers.
Taste, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, that is the show. What else you got? Oh, yes. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm about to get on now, Chappie. BV drops in 3 minutes for BV who wants those NFTs. I keep forgetting to get one, so I'll try to get one today. You got anything else, Bitcoin Zay?
Nothing for me, man. Happy hump day. And definitely everybody tweet at Breakfast Club. We're gonna push them all the way to where they hit me up. Because I still don't think I'm gonna email them.
But tell them I emailed them though. I already emailed them.
Oh yeah, I got people that's hit me up that says I emailed them already. I've emailed them multiple times. So it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Thanks for the support. It will be fun. Tomorrow, that conference, the Reinvent Yourself conference with Angela Yee, Akon, Marlon Wayans, Aries.
Acorn gonna be there?
Oh, Acorn in the building. That's what I said. Yeah,
what is that, in Miami?
Yeah, it's in Miami, but I am not paying for a ticket. The tickets go from 1,000 to 5,000.
Bro, the ticket is more than the flight. What?
Yeah, exactly. They gonna have to pay me to come in there, but I'll be hanging around. We'll see what's up. Maybe see some people sign some books, but yeah, it should be fun.
Might pull up, wait outside tomorrow. Trying to show, show them the power of crypto now. It's like,
we'll be there 5 a.m. outside waiting, hoodie on.
shadowy
super coder standing in the corner.
Hey, yeah, we heard y'all wanted to meet us. All right. Anyway, make sure you all smash that like and share. And you have not already got that masterclass. Keep waiting. Bitcoin gonna be 200K. Y'all still be asking simple questions in the chat. Listen, get the masterclass. It's worth the investment. We'll have that this Black Friday sale. We're gonna actually start getting together. We'll have that out. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, make sure you smash that like and share. And we